Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am getting my Chung ready. And I'm about to go into a battle, platooned up with Vaz Vegas. What can I say? He's Canadian, I'm American, he's PlayStation, I'm Xbox. He loves maple syrup and Canadian Tire money. I love beer, and I don't want to. I'm not a Bud Light drinker, and blowing things up. So I mean, it's the best of both worlds here in a platoon match for you guys, and it is also a Kraken fail. And we're on North. It is a domination match. If you hear noise in the background, I have the playoffs on in a very low level. All right, we're here in this domination match. We are top tier. Look at that. Vaz in the Heisen. I am in the Chung. And you can see the enemy team has their ships. Just checking stuff out. Chung ship I really like. I want to say, if I'm remembering it correctly, it is a Fletcher -1 turret with deep water torpedoes. Very imaginative. So yeah, and I don't think we have any special camo going on there, so we're just moving out. Domination match. I'm just trying to capture the base, my friends. That's all I'm trying to do. And so we're going to go into the Charlie Cap. Now, unfortunately, this map is, or match and map are going to go south rather quickly. So, let's just see how the Chung can do in this battle today. I think an important message we can glean from this video, if there is one, aside from the Chung is a pretty good destroyer, is that you should never give up. And there'll come a point in this match, I'll tell you essentially what I remember being said and my response. Because really, at any point, you should think that you still have a chance at winning depending on what ship you're in. All right, late Fantask, because we have these U.S. guns, we are going to light him up. Aim, not so great. As you can see, just the arse end of the ship. Obviously, I don't think he understands this, but I have no chance of hitting him with torpedoes. But however, we are doing a pretty good amount of damage here with these Fletcher guns. I don't know why I stopped shooting at him. Maybe I was just like, whatever. You're too far out of range. Anyway, we put our bow towards the enemy. We're still backing up. We're dodging all those shots. We don't have a smoke screen, so we can't hide that way. So eventually we just back all the way out of the cap and drop spot. Important to remember, different destroyers don't have smoke screens. Important to realize what tactics you're going to have to use if a scenario arises where you can't just hide in smoke. Here's the other thing. There's so much detection at tier 8, tier 7, legendary tier, that I would say really your smoke screen is of limited value anyway. So if you have an option to swap it for, say, a torpedo reload booster, I think that's a good swap to make. If you are in a ship, kind of maybe like the Cossack 38, where a lot of your damage might be dependent on farming damage, then yeah, then smoke screens are a little more valuable. But for this ship, I don't know off the top of my head, I don't remember if you can swap out the torpedo reload booster for smoke or not. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't make that trade unless you were doing a gunboat build and a big part of your planned game was using smoke screens to farm damage. All right, I think Le Fantasque is over to the very right side of the screen behind the island. I think he kind of did a dipsy-do and ended up over there. So we're going to push forward at this point. And then I realize, hey, looky here, somebody went around the side. Now, I decry going around the side of this map as a regular tactic because I think that removes your guns from the battle. However, the red team doesn't seem to have missed a whole lot with that guy out of action. So maybe that means he can't contribute a whole lot due to his skill level, or maybe that means our team is bad. Now, Vaz is a better player than me. He has a better winning percentage. He actually plays cruisers on purpose. So I would tell you that means he's a better player than me. But that being said, aside from that, I'm not sure that that ship that went around the side is contributing a whole lot to his team. All right, continuing to fire up Le Fantasque, who has taken the bizarre strategy of not shooting back, and it doesn't work. I mean, I hate to say it's not a strategy I approve of. All right, there is our first kill. And now we're moving in on the ship. We're going to take a salvo, take some damage. I'm willing to take damage to get torpedoes out. We do get torpedoes out. Another salvo does another big chunk of damage. And that is the kill shot on my ship. And you'll understand why I say that towards the end of the map, because it's reduced our hit points to a level that we are close to battle ineffective, except for torpedoes. All right. So all we can really do right now is shoot torpedoes and hope that we don't get lit up by somebody with guns. And our torpedoes can't hit destroyers. So if we want to kill destroyers, we've got to use guns. Anyway, speaking of kills, took out the enemy battleship for our second kill. We're sizing up Vittorio Veneto, moving in on Vaz and the other battleship back there. It appears Vaz is being engaged by that guy whose skill level I decried. I'll just say that even the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while, and he might get a kill in there. But don't read too much into that. All right, torpedoes are in the water. We are going to cut through the gap here and go to engage that ship simply because there's too many ships here, and I don't want to be spotted by the destroyer and get killed because I don't have a lot of hit points left. So unfortunately at this point, Vaz is all alone back there against 1, 2, 3 enemy ships, 4 if you count the destroyer. So our team melted like ice cream on a warm summer day. We did get 1 torpedo strike. I was hoping for a lot more, but because that destroyer probably spotted them. Oh, we do! We get another torpedo strike, and kill number 3 is on the board. All right, sizing up the turpits. Fortunately, Vaz got killed finally. He can't fight everybody all at once, folks. And I am going to make some maneuvers here to get this ship kind of isolated and tracking the movement of the other enemy ships. And I want to say right about now, Vaz is like, well, that was a good game, and but that's it. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm going to kill all the rest of these guys and we're going to win the game. And you have to have that belief, if you have the requisite ability, that you can pull it off. You have to have that belief, folks. Because if you don't, why are you playing the game? They should just have a button where you can scuttle your own ship and end the match. And don't get me wrong, I've been in matches where one guy who has no chance of winning drives all over the place. You don't catch him before the end of the match. It's infuriating. But this is different. I'm in a really good destroyer with really good torpedo damage. I think I can kill all the rest of the ships. Except for maybe the destroyer, simply because he's going to be able to sail right over my torpedoes. Speaking of which, there's our 4th kill, a dev strike. And we are now officially on the hunt for a Kraken. So we've got a Katutsov, we've got another cruiser, we got a Veneto, and we've got, I think it's a Hayate out there. And if I can get torpedoes out on the battleship, I'm supremely confident we can kill him. And, I just guess I'll have to hope I can torp the cruisers. Hayate is going to be a little bit tougher road to hoe because he's going to be able to do a lot of damage to me, and I don't have a lot of health left. And maybe if I could say there's one bad thing about the Chung, it would be really nice if it had a heal. But it doesn't. All right, so we're moving out here, and I'm hoping to catch the battleship broadside. Is it a Veneno? No, it's Massachusetts. I'm hoping to catch him broadside. I'm going to put some torpedoes out in the water, and my worst nightmare comes true. There is the Hayate. And really, before I can get two salvos out, we are killed by the Massachusetts. So let's see if I can get a Kraken after the death here with my torpedoes. Now, unfortunately for me, the Hayate was way out in front of the Massachusetts, so I think somehow the Massachusetts is able to turn in and avoid my torpedoes. Anyway, I'm just saying the message of this video, don't give up. Even if it looks like you can't win. Like this match, we didn't win. We got our ass kicked right after I told Baz, don't worry, I got this. But you have to have the belief that you can win. Because more often than not, that belief that you can win, as long as you have a plan to do it, that belief will come through sometimes. And otherwise, they should just give you a button where you can sink your own ship and go back to the port. Anyway, that's the video. I'm traveling this week for work. If you're disappointed, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to get over it. I'll be back next week. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, unless they're bad. Just send them anyway. More hits for the algorithm. See you later, everybody. Have a great week.